Hey, it's Kendra and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in the longest time. I thought today I would sit down and do more of a chatty video. I'm going to be doing a back to school series, kind of more like back to campus. I think I'm going to be calling them bug talks. But yeah, so just for back to school, back to college advice and just your freshman year advice, because I know I really wanted that last year and I watched a lot of videos on freshman advice, so I thought it'd be fun to do some of my own and everything. I guess a couple of things. So my family is actually moving, so we're moving in a couple of weeks now, so I'm trying to film a lot of videos just so I can have them already filmed and edited so I can just post them on every Sunday. I sprained my hand, so that's making everything really inconvenient. I have to wear this thing for 2 to 3 weeks, so yeah, that's gonna be hanging around for a while. I'm going back to school in about a month now. I'm staying in a dorm again this year, so yes, I'm really excited because I'm staying with one of my friends, or I'm living with one of my friends this year. So that'll be a lot more fun this year. Yeah, so I'm just super excited to get back to school. So I'm really excited for this series. And before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe down below if you are not already. So without further ado, in this long intro, today I'm going to be talking about how to stay organized during the school year. Which was hard at first, to say the least. College is a lot different than high school. You really have to stay organized in order to be successful. So I thought that'd be a really good start to the back to school series, just because organization is a big part of being successful in school, and I also love organization so much. And I actually just got my planner, so I wanted to show that to you guys as well. So let's get right into it. Alright, so having a planner is something that will really help you to be successful in college, and even if you're in high school or anything, just basically in life. I used my planner throughout the summer as well. This one started in August, but I had another one that kind of went through. Planners really help to keep you organized. This one has just kind of dates to celebrate and the months, and they have really cute stickers in there, and then just kind of travel addresses, notes, and then it goes all the way to December 2016, so that's super nice. It has first the whole month, and then it goes through weekly, which is really nice. So just having a planner is just super nice, and it's so cute. Look how adorable. I love the Lily Pulitzer planners. So I got this one at Nordstrom. It's the Resort 365 one, and it's just super cute. So what I suggest for a planner is at the beginning of every week, so I like to sit down Sunday afternoons and just go through and kind of plan my week out. This is just really helpful because it kind of sets your week up to be you already know, in the beginning of the week, you know what's gonna happen each day, which is super helpful. And it just kind of helps you, if you during the week and someone's hey, can we hang out this day or that day, it's yeah, because I know when I can hang out because you already planned out your whole week. And I know it's hard sometimes to plan out your whole week on a Sunday when you really don't know what you're gonna be doing, but just kind of a rough outline even just helps. And especially you'll get syllabuses and everything in college, so you actually know all of the huge deadlines and huge due dates in the beginning of the quarter or semester, whatever schedule type thing you're on. So you know your due dates in the beginning, so write those down on the whole month part of it, and then in the week that it's due, write it down on that Monday, hey, this is due maybe on that Friday or whatever, and then the actual day that it's due on, and just keep reminding yourself during the weeks, just remind yourself, hey, 2 weeks until this, 3 weeks until that, which is really helpful for essays, especially because that if you're stuck the night before and you haven't written a page of a 10-page essay, you are in for a very long and miserable night. I will tell you this now, never do that. It's bad. It's just a bad experience. So just don't do that. You never want to have to pull an all-nighter before an essay is due. So just remind yourself and keep yourself accountable, because your professors they really don't care if you're keeping yourself accountable or whatever. So it's not like in high school where your teacher's like, oh, just by the way, you have a week to do this, or let's work a little bit on class. Like, your professors will not remind you. So remind yourself, because you are an adult now, so you have to do those things, which is shocking. I know I took a little bit to get adjusted to, but yeah, so just make sure you remind yourself with that. Write down anything that's going on, you know, like dinner with a friend, lunch with a friend, or a huge paper that's due, or a test. Just write your whole schedule down. Keep it in your purse, your backpack, whatever. Just keep it with you all the time. So when there's something that's happening, you can just write it down, jot it down. And it helps to have like a really cute one that you love, because I love carrying this around with me, and writing in it is really, really nice. It's like really exciting. I don't know, maybe I'm just a total dork. And then once you finish something, check it off, because that's the most satisfying feeling in the world. I don't care who you are, it is satisfying. So write it down so you can check it off. I like having a separate journal with a to-do list, and I love writing goals down. So whether it's goals for the year, the month, the week, the day, I mean really anything, just write it down in a journal that you have, or any ideas that you have. Keeping a journal for to-do lists, ideas, anything, goals, it's a really good idea just to kind of keep it separate from your planner. I try and stay how to keep myself creative, because I know sometimes I totally just creator's block, writer's block, whatever, you know, it's a thing that happens. So a way to keep inspired, or keep being inspired, is to write all of your ideas down in one place, and then you can go back and read through it, and it's like, oh, well, that's a good idea, but what if I did this with it? It's I don't know, it helps you kind of organize your thoughts and your ideas when you write it down, because then you can kind of look at it, read through it, you know, continuously, and just kind of keep adding to them. But that helps you to keep organized. I love doing that, because it helps me stay organized so well, with ideas and creatively. I don't know why I said that so weird. Writing down your goals are a really great way to keep yourself accountable for staying on track, because you can kind of you can have a deadline for goals or not, but it just kind of just keeps yourself focused, okay, well, I need to achieve this, so I need to do this in order to get that. So it just kind of is a nice timeline for yourself, and it just, you know, helps you keep yourself accountable, which is it's a really good idea to do that, because you're not gonna have anyone else to do that for you, you know. I mean, obviously you can call your parents and everything and visit them, but at the end of the day, it's kind of your own job now to keep yourself accountable, you know. It's the real world now, so you just have to do that yourself. And I mean, it's really satisfying to keep yourself accountable. Another way to stay organized is to put sticky notes everywhere. I have a whole stack of them on my desk, and I like to write down things that I need to do for the next day. If it's the night before and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna forget that in the morning, just write it down. And then I actually had I have a shelf on my desk, and then my actual desk, and I like to just put it right on the shelf, so it kind of hangs down right in my way, just so I it's right in front of my face always, and it just keeps reminding myself to get this thing done. Or you can put it on your laptop, the right on top of your laptop. That is a good reminder, because you use your laptop a lot, or right on the inside, because so it just keeps reminding you, and it's just kind of a physical reminder, as well as transitioning into a reminder on your phone. So, you know, you can just set a reminder on your phone, and it'll tell you what time you need to do something. And I think I like sticky notes better, just because I like kind of physical things, because again, I get to check them off, and I love checking things off. So just either remind yourself with sticky notes or on your phone. Either is totally fine and equally as important, but just to keep reminding yourself, because I know I can be super forgetful when I get really, really busy, so just make sure to do that. And another way to stay organized is to schedule your free time and homework time. This kind of goes along with what I said earlier, is scheduling your whole week, but make sure you schedule time where it's dedicated just free time, because you're gonna drive yourself crazy if you're just doing homework 24/7 or studying 24/7. Make sure to schedule in time to hang out with your friends, go have fun, or just do nothing and watch Netflix. Make sure you give yourself a break sometimes. And then also schedule a time where you always do homework. I like to do this right when I get back to my dorm, like right after classes, I try and get my homework done. So I have later at night to kind of hang out with friends, just talk to them, watch movies, whatever. I had a class last quarter and I would just totally struggle with the homework and it would just be a lot. So when you do it right after class, you can give yourself a couple hours maybe for like dinner, and then after dinner just get it finished, and then you have a little bit of free time before bed, because it's super stressful when you're like rushing to get things done. I've done that before, like literally 10 minutes before the deadline, and you're just struggling to get it done. I'm sure you will do this anyway. As much as anyone tells you, like, make sure to get your homework done and everything, and like don't like totally rush and leave it for the night before, you will. At one point you will do that, because I definitely did. No matter what anyone told me, you know, I definitely had a night where it was like, yeah, 10 minutes before the deadline I was finishing it up. So just try not to do that to yourself, because it's miserable and you're just super stressed out. Alright, well, I think that is all for this video. It might be a long one, but those are all of my tips on how to stay organized during the school year. If you have any more, make sure to leave them in the comments down below to help others out, and maybe to help me out as well, because I'm always looking for some tips to stay organized, because I just love organization. It makes me kind of a nerd to say that. I just love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. I will have another video up in this series. I'm just trying to schedule them and stay organized during moving, because this is so stressful. And then once we move into our house, then I have to move into my dorm, so it's like moving, and just like thing after thing and thing. And then our puppy just got fixed, so she's been hanging out in my room, so I decided to film a couple videos while I'm on puppy duty. Poor thing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's the mascara sound.
Should I close my eyes?